Oh, okay. Now we're live.
There we go.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Is it? Oh, maybe my
all right.
internet's really slow. Hold on.
It says live in the corner, so
Trouble
I'm
with
assuming
shoulder
you
and back
are
pain?
live.
It has to watch a commercial.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm being a
Oh,
cheapskate.
Sean's got to get his quarter.
All right, cool. We are live. Sweet.
Yeah. Had to watch an advertisement.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. But welcome to the show, everyone. I'll
Hey, we
just give
got
a minute
Offload
for
Adam.
everybody to hop in here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
we
Offload Adam already in
Offload
there.
Adam.
We got Jonathan Redmond.
Yeah.
You guys.
So,
Hello, everybody.
Good evening.
Oh, you, Mark from Blue Harvest.
yeah, and we got
Hello,
Jonathan
Mark.
in the house.
Everybody saw your notes, dude. They're all tuning in to find out what that would mean.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure.
And Gary Moore just popped in to say hello. What's up, Gary?
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
I got to grab my pickup.
Yeah, and Red Ranger Chris just popped in.
Hey,
He's
Chris.
one of my favorite guys on Twitter, of course.
What's up, Chris?
Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Whoops,
Thanks for
there
hanging
we
out,
go. I'll
dude.
give it a hand.
It's good to see everybody.
All right, so we're gonna kick
I
off,
just love the tag.
Pretty much. Carry on, Vern.
The Red Ranger, Chris, because just takes me back to those Go Rangers from when I lived in Okinawa, watching the Power Rangers or whatever, the Super Sentai back in the day. Love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got
Gavin in
Gavin
there?
in the house. Thanks for coming in, Gavin.
Go Power Rangers.
Yeah.
That
We got
wasn't
Gavin
actually
in the
theme
house.
song
Gavin
back then.
Hines. Evening,
And,
guys.
who's Mark saying happy birthday to? Whose birthday is it?
Ooh, somebody's got a birthday.
Yeah. But I hope everybody had a great week. Definitely appreciate everybody checking out the show. It looks like there's actually 10 people watching right now, so that's pretty cool.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Feel free to, if anybody has any questions in the chat, feel free to drop anything in there. We'll definitely be posting all your comments on the screen if they are suitable. And of course, you can tune into our show thanks to Salacious Rum. He's put us on Spotify, Apple, pretty much anywhere you can hear podcasts. And of course, you can reach us on YouTube. Every other Friday and Saturday, we rotate on different channels. So we're going to be talking about action figures, anything to do with pop culture that is cool, and TV shows, video games, and pretty much movies, which is pretty much nothing right now. But anyway, we definitely appreciate everybody checking out.
HBO Max has been releasing
so
a
it's Gary's
sleeper movie
birthday.
of the week. Yeah, happy birthday,
Oh,
Gary.
happy birthday, Gary. That's awesome.
Happy birthday,
dude.
Gary.
Happy birthday to you.
Cheers to you, buddy. Happy birthday, dude.
All right. But
Toon
and we also got
Toys.
Toon Toys in the house, so definitely appreciate that.
Hi, Toon.
All right,
Nice.
so welcome to 3 Men and a Monkey Lizard. We'll go ahead and introduce everybody. I'm Sean Solo 8. I'm going to be the host tonight, and I love action figures, Star Wars, Marvel, and anything cool I can get my hands on. And I make YouTube videos, which is basically unboxings, not really reviews, but I like to unbox action figures and post them on YouTube. So who wants to introduce themselves next?
I'm Vern from OakhurstStudios. I got a action figure channel too. I started out doing stop motion movies way back 15 years ago. That never took off, so now I'm doing something different. Now I'm just showing them off. That's it. And then I love coming on this though, because you get to talk to other people and hear what everybody else has to say. This is awesome.
Okay, I'll go next. My name is Bob Rum, and this is Salacious. He is the leader of the Quackian Monkey Lizard Army. Hi, everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Salacious Rum. Hi.
Hello, Salacious.
Hey, dude.
Kind of relaxed was that,
Mastermind behind it all.
Yeah,
He is the
that's
mastermind behind all this. He's
Yes.
pulling the puppet strings, literally.
That's
So
right. Don't you forget it.
I'm a dude, and we just like everyone else here, I have a YouTube channel that enjoys toy collectibles. Mine's kind of focused on a wide variety. Lately, I've been trying to enjoy building up my action figure displays, so the videos have been maybe more revolving around that a little bit of all the displays I've been setting up.
And everyone's jealous of your nerdery because it's the bomb.
Well, thank you. Someday everyone can come visit. We can do a live show from the basement.
That would be awesome.
It's kind of crazy when you say basement because I'm in California. We don't have basements out here. So, but I always see them in the movies, and I always imagine they're like a foot full of water during like heavy rains.
or it's a crypt or a bunch of dead bodies are kept down there.
Right. There's like some sort of a furnace down there that just makes thing.
No, basements are pretty common in the Midwest, so it's a nice little getaway down here. Or as I learned from Salacious, if I was across the pond, it'd be called a cellar.
That's right.
Oh,
that's right.
yeah.
And and most of the old Victorian housing stock in the UK has cellars, but they are very damp, and you have to like tank them out and waterproof them. And have you had to do that to yours, dude? Have you had to like specially treated and waterproofed?
No, I think. So our house was built in '71, so I think it was just built to have a finished basement, if that makes sense. So I probably don't know a lot about construction, but I'm assuming it was, since when we bought the house, it was finished.
So in the UK,
where's the space bananas? Hold on. Sorry, Adam's talking about space bananas. Where are they?
Is that where you keep your space bananas in the UK, down in the cellar?
That would be where one would keep them, but yeah, no, it's only Victorian. It's only the older houses that have them, so you're lucky to get one nowadays. But yeah, I think that's every man's dream, isn't it, to have, and girls, a nerd dream to have your own nerdery, your own toy cave. You know, be amazing.
Well,
one day.
You know, and honestly, until last year, when we had to spend quite a bit more time at home, you know, everything was in my office closet, you know, and it was just pull it out on occasion, look at it, pet it, and then put it away. And so just having so much time, and I kind of started watching YouTube and discovered all these channels. Like Sean was the first guy I made friends with on YouTube and Twitter, and then it kind of opened up a larger world to me, if you will. And it was my first steps into a larger world, and then it started off just in my office, where I just painted the shelves in there, and I dedicated 2 shelves to just Marvel. And then you know how it goes, right? It's a slippery slope. Right. Once you do those 2 shelves, then I had all these Black Series, and then all of a sudden this proliferation happened down in the basement. So but on the flip side, if I wasn't at home spending all that time here, this wouldn't have happened, wouldn't have connected with you guys. So there's quite a bit of good that's come out of the last year for sure.
So we got a bunch of new people in the house. Justin Nerd 65 has joined us, and
hi, Justin.
The legendary Smith Lord Speaks in the house. So definitely appreciate it. And if I missed anything else, just let us know, and we will definitely give you a shout out. So everybody get a shout out tonight.
Evening, Smithy.
Basements have become a thing in bigger cities when land costs so much. People are building down as they can't build out. Jonathan Redmond says. So we got to start building into the ground.
Oh yeah, I mean, can you imagine like this, like the footprint that your house would be on? You got a space that big, right? That's what it is. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole basement is the footprint of the house, and then half is finished, and then the other half is storage and then you have the the water furnace and the heater and all that kind of. That's the scary part of the basement.
Oh, that's the part I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that's totally the scary part of the basement.
Nice.
So we also got David in the house from Vintage Toy Rush. Thanks for checking out.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Definitely appreciate it.
Hey, Mr. Rush. Yeah, hope you're all good. Hope you're having a spider-free day.
So far, so good.
All right. So let's get into this. All right, we don't want to waste everybody's time. We're gonna go with this week's pickups.
Ooh, nice.
And
Well,
I guess we're gonna start with Oakhurst Yeah.
Yeah, he's been yeah, you've been rustling that bag for a while, so we know there's something coming.
All right. Well, it's not it's nothing new. I will tell you this. So I did. I will show you this. So I know you guys saw, if you saw my picture earlier in the week, I had the Hulk and the Wolverine out, surrounded by Hulks. And one of the things one of the reasons I got that set was because I had gotten this San Diego
full screen him. Oh, sorry, John. Can you full screen him so I can see?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hang on one second here.
The San Diego Comic-Con Hulk, but he only came with like the one open hand and the one closed fist. So the one that comes with the Wolverine, he has 2 fists and 2 open hands, and the shirt. So for some reason, I thought, oh, I'm going to be able to like just keep the hands or whatever. But what I realized in the end was they are 2 different head sculpts, which is actually kind of cool because one guy has a full head of hair and the other one's kind of got the buzz cut. So that just means I got an extra Hulk in my collection, right? I don't know how many I got, but to get to what you were talking about is I pulled this bag out. It's not actually new pickups. It's found pickups. So I found all of my
Next Generation.
Yeah,
yes.
my Star Trek from Playmates.
Oh, you've got a Deanna Troi there. Salacious has a big crush on Deanna Troi.
So I don't know where his visor is, but I do have the one in the red uniform that still has the visor. And
Geordie.
I got Riker, and what I was noticing, Riker, and then I have this battle damaged Riker, and what I just noticed about this guy is he's got basically 2 left feet, so he's not going to be doing any dancing, right? So I didn't realize that before when I opened him up or whatever, just when I pulled him out. Then, of course, I got the Dr. Crusher. But here's the one you like.
Oh, yes, Deanna.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Martina.
that's pretty much it. I mean, I have some of these smaller ones too, but I don't know what happened to most of them. But I did find the bag that had all of these other Playmates, and I pulled them out. I was like, I was thinking maybe I'll do a video talking about them or something.
So the smaller ones are Galoob, I believe, aren't they?
Yeah, and the interesting is like the weapons are like fused into their hands and stuff. They don't have that much articulation, but these bigger ones, have all the points: the elbow, the upper arm. They got the knee bend, which is really kind of cool, and they turn at the waist, and they have the head turn. So they got a lot of articulation for their size.
Now, Riker used to do a funny thing in the show where he would, to sit down, he would literally climb over a seat and then sit down.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
It's just funny, right?
So you need to get a little seat for him so he can
something,
gate over it.
Yeah.
Klingons. I can't remember that guy's name. That's Worf. I can't remember the other one.
I think that's his brother, right? Or whatever.
Could be.
Or something.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember his name though.
Yeah, I couldn't remember either. I just remember there was a time when I had to have all of them.
No, for sure. And their bases were the Federation insignia. And
Yeah, there you go. I only have a few of those left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I have the other, because it would have been a Klingon one. No, I have LaForge, Picard, and Riker. So, and I didn't even see.
Gowron.
Picard.
That's it.
Yeah, I didn't even.
Gowron.
Okay, Gowron. I didn't even see. I know I have a Picard somewhere. I just don't see him. But I do have Whoopi Goldberg from the top.
Guinan. I think her name is Guinan.
Yeah. So that's it.
Man, I consumed a lot of Next Generation episodes when I was younger. They're awesome, though.
So may I go next?
Yes. Yeah, I thought you were going first, actually.
So this week I did. I had 2 pickups. I had the Walgreens. Oh, we're on Vern.
Yeah,
we're on Vern. Vern, your hand.
No,
hey, this is my first attempt at this.
Come on, Vern already had his turn. All right. So I got this fantastic Obsidian Silver Surfer. Dude, this figure is amazing. Love that he's worthy. He comes with Thor's hammer. So this is from the Thanos Lives storyline, where it's the end of the Marvel universe, and Silver Surfer is the last hero to wield Mjolnir. Box art is beautiful. You have the Obsidian Silver Surfer on the side, and then it's just enlarged in the back, which is really cool. Look at that cosmic background. And then if you guys look on the inside, if you ever want to take pictures with it, it has a real neat cosmic background on the inside of the figure. So definitely worth picking up if you can find him. He is a Walgreens exclusive. And then, Lily, would you help me with the camera? We have this other little, just no, the whole thing. Just grab grab it there. And then we have this little nugget here. I traveled for work this week to Pittsburgh, and on my way home, I stopped in Ohio and got this sweet little baby golden retriever who is so bored with our show, she passed out in my arms. So those are my pickups for the week.
What's her name? What's her name?
So the girls named her Sabrina after their new favorite TV show, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And she was born on Christmas Eve, and she is just the sweetest little thing anybody's ever seen.
Oh.
So there she is. She fell asleep right in my arms.
Very sweet.
So those are my pickups. And then that's my daughter.
Absolutely awesome.
Hiding from the camera.
That's the one that hates all my TikToks. Oh, you weren't supposed to see that. Here, show them what you found. She found this. This was going to be a little surprise for her to go with her Spider-Verse figures. So for those of you listening on podcast, this is Penny Parker. So she's the one that controls the automaton or the mech spider into the during the Into the Spider-Verse movie. All right, don't look through my stuff. Get out of here.
All right, looks like everybody absolutely loves the dogs.
Before I turn her away, I'm going to hand her back to Lily. But there she is. There's Sabrina.
Oh, yeah.
There's our little baby girl. Say hi, Sabrina. This is your debut. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I love you, sweetheart. All right, go with your sister. You got her? All right, take care of my baby. All right, I love you. Thanks for bringing her, buddy.
I have a feeling she's going to become a regular on the show. So hopefully.
Does she come with Does she come with a saddle? Does she get a saddle?
I think when she gains another 10 pounds, Salacious, we'll get her a saddle, and you guys can you could be a Queel, and we could do we can have some nice we could get like a green screen behind you and take some pictures.
Yeah, we can go. We need to get another one. We can go racing.
All right, let's do a couple more shout outs real quick.
50-yard dash.
All right, looks like we got Gavin in the house. Who else did I miss? We got Nicole in the house. Definitely appreciate everybody.
Hey, Nicole.
Let's see, Jonathan, Gavin, and I think that's about it. But definitely appreciate everybody checking out the show. And we're going to go ahead and go to Salacious Rum and see what he's picked up this week.
Okay. I'm going to go mobile. So let's have a look.
I just muted Rum. Hold on. Technical difficulties. All right, perfect.
So first thing is I've got these just I always get some oddities and curiosities. This is a Salacious Crumb Pina Colada piece of artwork from I forgot the lady's name. What's her name? Cloaks and Corsets on Etsy, which is really awesome Star Wars pop art. So I thought that was brilliant. And there's a Chewbacca pint, and that looks like a Kylo Ren martini. And what's that? A Death Star whiskey by the looks of it with ice. So I thought they were quite cool. Let's move those onto figures then.
Look at that.
Let me just turn this light down a second. So I already had the credit collection IG-11, but I'd missed out on the black and red. So Darth Mark from Blue Harvest kindly procured this for me, and I received that yesterday. So thank you very much to
congratulations on that pickup.
That's awesome. I think I've already got this. I can't remember. This is one of the problems of putting your figures in storage. So I may have
having too
doubled up,
many?
but Zori Bliss was going cheap, and I know she was a bit of a non-character in the film, but it was going so cheap I couldn't say no to it. So that one will come out of the box. I got this today, and I already have the figure in the traditional box, but I missed out on the card.
Awesome.
But, my favourite of the Leia designs. She just is so hot in that white outfit. But it came from Amazon, so there's bloody veins in the bloody card. There's 3 veins. So annoying.
My Leia's bent in the corner too, man. That hurts.
It's frustrating. And then Luke's. I've got a few Luke's. So I already had the Han and the Leia Endor, but I didn't get the Luke one. So that came a couple of days ago. And for some reason, I didn't have Farm Boy Luke in Black Series. It's a shocking design, to be totally honest.
Dude,
but
you got to get the Luke Skywalker Strikes pack, and then get the blaster helmet, or the helmet with the blaster shield, and then the training droid with it. Because otherwise, that figure's odd.
It was only I think it cost me £7, so it was dirt cheap. But yeah, it's not the best design. And I can't remember, did I show this last week or not? I can't remember. So this was going. Did I show this last week?
Well, no, maybe I've seen it on your TikTok.
Oh, okay. So this was, again, I think this was on, I can't remember where I got it from, but it was cheap. And I know it's a contentious one because it's Jedi Master Luke Arc 2. But I just thought it was quite a neat set. And if you forget about all the negative bits, the end of The Force Awakens is quite an iconic moment, when she walks up those steps. So I did think that was quite a nice pack, and I like the little set piece. So that will definitely come out. And then I'm getting through these Telltale games. I don't know if this one's any good, but so I picked up the Guardians of the Galaxy one just to try it. There seem to be really good games to stream because your audience can get quite involved along with you. So once I've finished Game of Thrones, that one might be up next. And then I started going through and collecting all the old Topps cards, but I think I might need to put the light back on for this. I'm getting I don't think you can see it. Let me do it like this. Is that better? I'm literally been going around getting all of the Salacious Rum ones. That's one from The Mandalorian. I don't think you can see it. That's the poor monkey lizard in a cage from The Mandalorian. So I've just been going through eBay trying to get all of the crumbs. So I've got a little card set.
Is that one foil?
Yeah, some of them are lenticular, some of them are foil. They're all in little cases. So pretty hard to see on camera, but I've got a nice little collection going. I've doubled up on a couple. But if anyone sees any of these, hit me up because there isn't a great deal of Monkey Lizard merch. So if anyone finds any cards of any sort, let me know. And that's it. It's not. Yeah, I think that's. I did get this. I can't remember if I showed this or not because I really want to open it as my opener. I can't remember whether that was on last week's or not.
I saw it on one of your TikToks.
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok too.
Okay, but I don't think I showed it last. I think I got it this week. So I got the on card, the retro version, but that still hasn't arrived. So I got this packaged one. So I'll take this out of the box today because Gambit is my favorite X-Men character.
Cool.
So Salacious, keep in mind though, do you want to have both open, or are you only going to open one of those?
Yeah, I'm just going to open the one in the box, and the one on the retro card I'll leave on the retro card.
Awesome. Yeah, because the only thing I want to point out is the accessories on the retro card are upgraded, whereas the one that's a couple of years old, the card accessories are just the shape of a playing card, whereas on the new one they actually have playing cards inside of it. So if you just wanted to display those accessories, just so you know, there's a slight difference.
Red Rain. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, a psychological problem of taking figures out of cards. I can't bring myself to do it. If it's on a card back, even I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
I do too, man. And may I guys show you what Farm Boy Luke looks like with that blaster helmet from the Luke Strikes pack?
Yeah, that does look really cool.
And I love it. It just takes me back to that scene on the Millennium Falcon with Luke and Obi-Wan and Han being like, "Hey, it's just a bunch of wizard mumbo jumbo." Also comes with a sweet blast effect of him. He's able to deflect the blaster fire off his lightsaber.
Nice.
So I think it's a nice enhancement to that figure for sure.
Red Ranger said that you could swap the Farm Boy Luke head with the Yavin Luke, but this is what I did with my Farm Boy Luke.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is that Greatest American Hero?
Fruity.
That's awesome, dude.
So I added the hair and then just changed up the uniform a little bit, just a little bit.
Oh my god, dude, that is awesome. Believe it or not.
There's always something to do with Farm Boy Luke.
All right, let me show you guys what I picked up here. Let me see if I can figure out how to get me on the screen. All right, sweet. First of all, I picked up. Oh, that's the wrong one. Crap. But this guy, I picked up, which I just love, man. Look at him. He looks so
look at that.
awesome.
Doc Brown.
1.21 gigawatts.
What the hell is
so
gigawatt?
real? It's not even funny.
What's wrong with the gravity in the future?
So, anyhow, that's that. And then, of course, the same as the dude, I picked up Silver Surfer. So he's absolutely sweet, no doubt about that.
Isn't he cool, man? I love the color they picked and the way that it really does have that metallic liquid look, and it picks up the different lights really well.
Yeah, and I did go a little crazy on this one, but I got myself 3
Army.
Yeah,
nice.
Definitely. 'Cause I've got 6 Black Series ones, and I want these to fight with Kenobi and Anakin. And of course, I have a bunch of clones also, so that's going to be pretty sweet. But it was actually a pretty cheap week for me, so
nice.
that's ended up what I got.
Oh, hey, Blue Harvest had a cool comment that William Catt was close to being Luke for real back in the original Star Wars. I totally forgot about that.
Huh.
Yeah, he auditioned, and I don't know the whole story, but yeah, that.
Well, he finally got his own action figure then.
Dude, I would say if they made a Black Series or Marvel Legends level Greatest American Hero figure, I'd in a minute. I'd buy that in a minute.
Yeah, and the ones that they actually produce, they're like would break your bank budget.
Oh, would they really?
Yeah, if you try to look for one, they're really expensive.
Wow, guys, great pickups this week, man. I'm impressed with all your hauls.
Yeah, Smith Lord says that he was in a Facebook group and seen a cliff jumper that changed into the American Hero. That sounds pretty cool.
Oh, Tomb Toys, I totally agree with you. Oh, sorry, man. Tomb Toys, I totally agree with his comment. He said the song was one of the greatest theme songs ever. 100%. Dude, what was that, 30-some years ago? And I still remember it. I mean...
Yeah, that's what Mike Post and Pete Carpenter, right, did like all the theme songs for TV shows back around that time. And it's like a bunch of them are like very memorable in my mind. But yeah, that one's really good.
Looks like may I show... there's a lot of people here. A lot of people watching, so...
May I show my candidates for the live unboxing this week?
Definitely.
Yeah, let's do that. Hang on one second here. There we go.
Ooh. All right. Knock them all over. All right. First up, holding over from last week is Shatter Star. So Shatter Star is from the Warlock Build-A-Figure wave. And is definitely going to go in my 90s X-Men display. He wasn't a main character, but he was in a couple of the Mojo World episodes. This outfit is slightly different than he looked on 90s X-Men, but I'll take it. Next up is Taskmaster from the Black Widow movie that we will see someday. I have almost all the figures in this wave open. The only one I didn't buy was Crossbones. But I really like this figure. I think it's a neat.
That's a great figure, man.
Yeah, man. I think it's a real neat body sculpt. And it's got lots of cool accessories. You got a shield, a sword. You have a bow and arrow. It's really cool.
And you can actually equip them all with everything. Yeah. Or her. There's a rumor it might be a her.
Yeah, it might be what's her name, Rachel Wise, which would be a real cool twist. I think that'd be neat. And then another holdover from last week. I couldn't get this one out of my head either. Same with Shatter Star. the Invincible Iron Man from the recent Invincible Iron Man run, where we find out that Tony Stark is AI. He's killed, I think, in Civil War II, and then he comes back to life, but then we find out he's AI. So it was an interesting run, but I love the suit. And then Iron Man with an electric green sword. Yes, please. So those are my 3 candidates. We got Shatter Star, Invincible Iron Man with the sweet sword, and then MCU Taskmaster. So let us know in the comments below which one you'd like us to see on Box Live tonight.
So, something tells me that.
About that.
Something tells me Shatter Star's. Sorry, I was just saying. Something tells me Shatter Star's going to stay in your list. Yeah, for a few more weeks. So
until they finally give in and vote.
Smith Lord wants to know if yours only has 3 fingers. If you're Shatter Star.
Ooh.
Hold on.
No,
you should say
5 fingers.
No,
that's it. Wow, is there a variant with only 3 fingers? Yeah, 5 fingers.
You should have said,
we got John
vote,
too.
Vote to open them, and you'll find out.
There we go. That's a good teaser. So yeah, let us know in the comments below which one of those. Ooh.
Yeah, I got 3 too this week. So hold on.
Let's see him, Sean.
I've got the Wasp, which hopefully everybody picks that. Nice old school one. This one's kind of cool. The mutants, like Danny X or something like that. Danny Moonstar. And then
from
also
the
this one I'll open. I got this one on clearance.
Wait, you got Danny Moonstar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you need that?
No, mine's just sitting on pre-order, of course. That's awesome. You got her.
Yeah, I got
it released already.
For
that's why
$9.99. Yeah.
Yeah,
$9.
That was
they had that
sale.
You
got the other one, the original one.
Yeah, the one that was released with the
That's okay. Yeah, I got the new one they're coming out with pre-order.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got 3 heads.
I'd like to see.
Pretty cool.
I'd like to see the Danny Moonstar, man. That'd be the original one. That'd be really cool.
All right. But anyhow, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to tease anything, Vern, or do you have multiple items?
No, but I'll open this one today.
Ooh,
Nihilus.
Darth Knightless.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Hey, super awesome Geek Show's here. What's up, buddy?
Hey, John.
Hey,
John.
Yeah, it looks like we have Poop in the house too, wherever that is. Thanks for watching Poop.
Hey.
Hey,
Poop.
We're getting the dog lovers now, guys. This is great. We're branching out.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I think we're all caught up. So,
Salacious, what are you going to open?
On to the next subject. Oh, carry on? Yeah, what Salacious can open?
Oh, well, I don't really want to give people a choice because I want to open Gambit. So I think
do it, man.
Yeah,
it's
Gambit. So definitely.
I think we should start doing that too. So that is beautiful.
That way you can open Shatter Star.
I'm monitoring chat. So I got my work phone here, so I'm monitoring chat.
Good, thanks, man.
A couple
I'm trying to catch
votes
up. This
for
getting busy.
Yeah.
Couple votes for Taskmaster, but I think so far Shatter Star is leading from what I've seen.
What?
Yeah, we better get out of the basement over here. So maybe that because I know.
Yeah, somebody hit him on Twitter. Tell him to get over here.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's talk about really quickly Fan First Friday, and we're gonna let this dude's Nerdery lead on this one.
So by quickly, you need to define quickly. All right.
Yeah,
so why don't we
zoom you in for a second?
Oh no, don't zoom me in. No. So this is a collective conversation. I'll actually, I wrote some notes for Fan First Friday, but what I thought we'd do is maybe we could just go figure by figure that they talked about and get your 3 opinion and everyone in chat's opinion on them. So the first figure they showed was the Richard Ryder Nova, which is going to be a Walgreens exclusive this spring. So I've wanted a Nova for quite some time. However, I felt that figure was underwhelming. It's just basically a blue body with some gold paint apps on it. And what I would have liked to see is him to actually, the Nova power symbols on his chest, not to be a paint app, but that should have been a part of the mold, right? And it should have been different colors and painted on. So it looks cool, but again, I thought it was underwhelming. Did any of you guys have any thoughts on that one?
I didn't see it. I'm trying to look it up right now because I went to Hasbro Pulse and just looked at the figures they had for pre-order. So I actually didn't see the Fan First Friday. So I wasn't aware that they had a couple other figures on there. So I'm going to look at it right now.
So anyone in comments? Any other thoughts on that one, guys, or should we move on to the next one?
I like the helmet on it.
Yeah.
I did like the whole Secret Wars deal with Doctor Doom. If I was to get any of them, if I see Doctor Doom on the pegs, I might pick that up, but the rest of it was an E-pass for me.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the next figure they revealed was Quasar, and Quasar had been available before in the 3.75-inch card. And one of the things I liked about this Quasar was the space cape. It's a red flowing cape, but on the inside it looks like the background of the galaxy. I thought that was really cool, two-tone, but they went with the Wendell Vaughn version, and I really would have liked them to go with the Phi Lavelle version. I just think she's to me, she's a more interesting character, but I love her sword. Her Quasar sword is really, really cool. But the other thing is I don't collect 3.75-inch Legends, but I Googled the 3.5 or the 3.75-inch version, and that Quasar actually looked way better than the Black Series version. It just had more detail to it. I thought it had a better face sculpt. So any of you guys see the Quasar? What'd you think of it?
So just before you answer that, I've pulled the website up there, Sean. If you want to if you see the tab, I've pulled the website up. If you want to make that.
Where do I hit it?
In the dashboard at the bottom, can you see? I've created an extra tab there.
Oh yeah, I do. All right, sweet, perfect.
There we go. So I can I can scroll down for you. So
nice.
All right, now we can all know what everybody's talking about. There's the Doom I was talking about. If I see him.
Yep.
Yeah, that one actually looks pretty cool.
Yep. So let's hold off on that one because that's in the Villains Wave. But can we go in order? Because then we can talk about the Villains Wave all at once.
Oh well, I don't know. Whatever order yours is not necessarily the order on the website.
On the website, is it? Yeah. So I was just going in the order they discussed it on the live stream. But all right, so it looks like they got the Villains Wave up. So why don't we skip to that? So really cool that they have a whole wave of villains. And that's a Secret Wars Doctor Doom. And it's so cool because they upgraded the body sculpt on that. And then look at that that ethereal silver on there with the white cape. That's a sweet Doom. Any of you did anyone else? I pre-ordered that Doom. Did anyone else pre-order it?
No, I'm hoping to see it on the pegs because I've already got two Dooms. I don't need too many.
And that has part of why I got that one is I do love Doctor Doom, but he has the skull and spine of Thanos there.
That
where
is
he
amazing.
Literally rips it out of his body.
Yeah, that is cool.
I mean, how do you pass that up? Because you could totally have him posed in your display, just holding that up in the sky, like like he just ripped it out of him. That would be really, really cool.
Yeah, very Thanos' Jonathan said it's Thanos' skull and spine. So I did read that too, which is pretty sweet. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude. So, all right. So next one we got here is Dormammu. So I think Dormammu is interesting. We might be, who knows, maybe we'll see him again sometime in Doctor Strange. But that Dormammu to me was just a absolutely must own. What about you guys? Like the head sculpt, the body. I mean, look at that purple and red. The effects I think are throwaway, but just that head sculpt alone.
Yeah, no.
So I did order Dormammu as well. Did any of you guys grab him?
No. This wave saved me a ton of money. I'm really glad, but I'm looking forward to seeing reviews on him. How about John, Awesome Geek Show in chat? I'm sure he probably picked up a few.
Yep. So the hood to me is like a really cool face sculpt, and I think the cape is cool, but they've reused that, Stan Lee body mold again, and that thing, all you can do is just stand it up. To me, that's a figure I think deserved a little bit better than that. The accessories are cool with the two blasters, and they have the blaster effects in them.
And is that Stranger's cloak? The cloak of
it's a different cloak, but it does give him magical powers.
Okay.
I can't, and he's a Spider-Man villain. He was in like a recent Spider-Man run, but I can't remember exactly where he gets that cloak.
Yeah, Scalper Man. I remember somebody saying that. That's hilarious. It could be the Scalper Man or the
Scalper Man
social media fan. So
I love the two pistol pose.
Yeah, you know what? I did see this villains wave, and I didn't see any single one of them that I was interested in, except for maybe if I see a Doom in the store. It's kind of very interesting that it was like, oh, thank you for releasing all these figures.
Yeah,
because I'm not to spend any money.
So Lady Deathstrike, I have the original version of her, and this one is actually a pretty sweet upgrade. So she's infused with like techno organic. It looks like veins running through her. So on this figure, you can actually see the techno organisms running through her. And they upgraded the body sculpt and the claws as well. The claws on the old one are awkward and hard to pose. These look more in line with her figure. And then it's an upgraded head sculpt as well. So I did order this one, although I already have it, just because I love this character, and I think she's going to look sweet posed next to the Wolverine that's coming out soon here with that X-Men wave.
She's got big hands, so you better be confident.
But
what about you guys? Any of you guys get it?
About no, but they did also drop that seed about they're going to be releasing MCU figures, so we're definitely going to see a new Wanda and a new Vision, and also winners.
Can you imagine like a multi-figure pack for like Wanda and Vision, where it's like one from each episode?
Yeah, that'd be really cool. And you could do one for Agnes as well.
Right.
So if they had a Dr. Darcy Lewis figure, who's buying that?
Oh, Darcy,
yeah,
yes,
I'd definitely get that one.
And I want a Jimmy Woo.
That would be pretty awesome.
Totally want a Darcy and a Jimmy Woo.
They should have made him with that Ant-Man and Wasp movie. That's when they should have released that figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and they have to have the accessory with Jimmy Woo has to be the card trick. So a hand with the card holding up and it's got to be his business card, not a playing card. So,
okay,
all right, do you want to get back to this wave? Are we on Red Skull here? So so I'm glad they gave us an upgraded body mold for Red Skull, and it's a classic design, but I like the head sculpt, especially the head sculpt with like the menacing smile. I think that is so cool. But I felt it was just kind of an underwhelming figure overall. I was really excited for Red Skull, but I don't know, man. Other than that big smiling Red Skull face, I'm not too excited. What do you guys think?
So here's how I picture this figure right here on one of those, the Spider-Man wave, the retro wave had those card backs. If you saw that figure on a similar type of a card back, I think it would look super cool.
Great point.
Absolutely.
And I think it would totally change the way you look at that figure.
Because, it does come with a Tesseract, though.
Yeah. So, I mean, if this one's on the shelf too, but if it had a card back, I think it would have been way more sellable for me.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some really funny comments going on here.
Yeah, super awesome geek show. I agree with you. Says Red Skull looks a little cheese to me. I have to wait and see him in person. I totally agree. Could we back up to the AIM scientist? I think we passed over that one. Yeah, dude. I'm really digging the AIM scientist. The gold, it's like a deep gold with a light blue. I don't know, man. I think he's a really cool looking figure. I pre-ordered him for sure. And then he comes with that data board, that clear blue data board. I think that's pretty cool. Anyone else get the AIM scientist?
No, I used to play Marvel Strike Force all the time, and she was a female on Marvel Strike Force, so I'm kind of shocked when I saw that it was a male figure.
So out of these, and then there was Arcade. I don't know, we didn't skip over Arcade. So Arcade has, again, that lame Stan Lee body, but his face sculpts are awesome. And if you do enjoy the Spider-Man comics, which I do, I pre-ordered him just to have him in my display, in my Spider-Man display. So I think the figure is okay, But to me, being like a completionist, I'd love to have him in my Spidey display in my villains gallery.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome. If money was a concern, I would definitely get the entire wave, but I have to keep it under control somehow. And none of the figures are just, explosion that you have to instantly buy. And I'm sure they'll all probably be available.
What did you guys think of the bath?
Will be peg warmers or what?
I think there's going to be
a mixture.
Yeah, there'll be a couple that it'll be hard to find, like maybe the Doom and maybe that Red Skull, even though he kind of, we're all in agreement that he looks kind of comic bookish is how I always describe it.
That's a good way. Yeah.
But
yeah,
I think a lot of these other ones are going to be super easy to find. Just like you've seen that Into the Spider-Verse, you've seen the pictures of the empty pegs, but when people actually have pictures of figures in the store, most of the wave is like there, right, on the shelf for that Into the Spider-Verse.
I honestly think if you want a Doom, I would pre-order it. Dooms can go quick, man. It's not, but honestly, you never know. Sometimes you can get lucky.
I think the Doom is the standout figure. The Red Skull is quite retro looking. I think Super John just said that as well. I agree with that. It's got a. I prefer the updated look, but the green suit is very old school. But to be honest, they're the only two that sort of leap out at me. I'm not really bothered about any of the others. But I'm not a massive Marvel collector. But Doctor Doom's awesome, especially with that Thanos skull. That's very Predator.
Yeah, man. Now, like that right there, right? Look at that picture right there of him holding that skull. That is so cool.
Now Disney own Fox, and so basically own the licenses for Predator and Alien. I wonder whether or not at some point in the future Predator might come over to Hasbro. That might be quite interesting. Just reminds me of Predator. So
what did everybody think of the Build-A-Figure? It was called Zimnu. I wasn't sure who that guy was, and I didn't look him up. It looks like just they modded the Wendigo Build-A-Figure, put a new head and a little bit on the abdomen area. He looks really cool, but I don't have any attachment to that Build-A-Figure. Yeah. So it's
no idea. It would go. It would
How
go
about
in
you
the
guys in the chat?
Wampa
Anyone in the chat know who that is?
I'm sure John does.
All right.
It's a Marvel Wampa.
A Marvel Wampa.
I've lost that.
That's what Mark says.
So we got a lot of new guests here. So sorry I missed everyone. I know Rock of the Beast has a great YouTube channel. Definitely check him out in chat. Athic75 is huge on TikTok. He's got like 100,000 subscribers.
Wow. Hey, dude.
I'm missing here. But we got a lot of cool guests in the house. Definitely appreciate you guys checking out the show. This is the 7th episode, and you can also hear us on Spotify and Apple. And we'll have Salacious Rum give you more details on that a little bit later. But are you still going, dude?
No, I think. Oh, the last thing I wanted to bring up was the sword tease. Did you guys see that at the end? That was they did an accessory tease of a sword, and at first I thought it looked a little Asgardian, but then when I looked closer, it looked like I think that might be Conan. What do you guys think?
I didn't see that, to be honest.
Cool.
I didn't see the stream.
If it was Conan. There's another one of those awesome licenses that they're crossing over now with Marvel. So I wonder whether we're going to get Alien and Predator crossing over at some point.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Multiverse, right? I mean,
well, they've just moved
anything over.
They've just moved the comics over. So I'm a massive Alien v Predator comic fan, and so they've just moved over to Marvel now for the first time in ages. So it's sort of we may see Hasbro picking up those licenses. Be interesting.
Well, is that so? That would have to depend, right? Because NECA has them now.
Yeah, and for sure.
And how long do they have that license agreement for?
It's a good question.
Because I know with some of like those movies, that's why they cranked out that other Fantastic Four, because they were trying to keep the license for the movie, and I think that's why they were doing like they did that, you know, where they were trying to do like a Hulk every once in a while so that they can keep the license. And Spider-Man, I mean, if they didn't come to those agreements ahead of time, Spider-Man wouldn't have been in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Right. So if NECA doesn't want to give it up because that's the only thing they're selling, I mean, because then what are they gonna produce without the Alien and Predator figures? What figures is NECA producing that you guys have seen?
Yeah, I think they've got a lot of the horror properties out now. I think they've got
That's true.
They've got
That's
Walking.
true.
I think they've got Walking Dead, and they've got Freddy and Jason and all that kind of stuff. So they'll be just fine, I'm sure. Did you mention someone in the
Mezcos?
I do not.
Mezco just
No.
dropped. Yeah, I don't have any Mezco. I think Vern might have something like that.
For what?
Ooh.
Mezco? I don't
Mezco?
think I have any.
They just released a whole bunch of new stuff. I think a new Superman from a Christopher Reeve Superman.
Oh, you know what? I think a long time ago I used to have a couple of those bigger because they're bigger, right? Aren't they like Hot Toy size or something like that? Like the 12-inch?
Yeah.
Because I got the figure
not
arts
sure about
ones. I
either.
got some of these SH figure arts, but not the Mezco, no.
Looks like they've got Morbius and I don't know, Halloween.
Oh, let me try to get that
There's a
up on the screen.
there.
Oh, there you go.
Here we go. We got some Mezco.
Toy
Yeah,
Fair.
see the price point on that?
Yeah.
No, I don't have any of
Yeah.
those.
Oh, yeah.
No. But that Morbius does look pretty. Oh, look at the Conan. Is that Conan there? Who's that?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's
Oh, you
a
know
little
what?
bit out of my range there. Look at
So
that.
do you think that so now that you mentioned that Conan and you're talking about the sword at the end of the fan first,
Mm-hmm.
you think it would be Conan or you think it would be like Kull the Conqueror?
It could be that. And I was just looking in the comments. Jonathan Redmond and Red Ranger Chris. Jonathan said it's Captain Britain, and then Red Ranger Chris says he thinks it's Excalibur. So that's
Ooh.
actually
Yeah.
pretty good guesses as well. Very good guesses.
Captain Britain. Yeah.
Yes, that would be very
that
cool.
would be awesome.
I mean, dude, I'll take Conan. I'll take Captain Britain. I mean, that both those sound really cool.
Is it the Black Knight?
Ooh, that would be cool too.
I mean, he was in the Avengers.
Yeah, I really
Right.
want that figure. That's a cool figure.
Was it this sword?
Hold it up. They said it was a new accessory that they teased. No, totally different. Totally
Okay.
different.
Yeah, that Morbius looks pretty insane, actually.
Oh, Super
yeah,
Awesome
that does
Geek
look
Show
nice.
says Xinmu is a Hulk villain.
Oh, okay.
Off-World Adam says, I only have 5 Marvel Legends. Hey, Adam, which 5 do you have?
I saw the Red Sun Superman actually at Target today, and I almost got it. That McFarlane, but I don't know. It's 7 inches. It doesn't fit with any of the other 6-inch figures that I have. It's just real tough to like want to say, oh, let me get this whole collection of 7-inch figures, right?
Yeah, that's how it starts, man. It's a terrible. Everything's a hole.
It's a slippery slope, man.
Yeah.
Everything is. Dude, that's why like I haven't grabbed any like that 86 Transformers line. I just said don't do it. Like, and I've seen them. Like I saw Hot Rod in Target a few weeks ago. I'm staying away, man. I'm sticking with Black Series and primarily 90s X-Men, because otherwise where do you put it all and how do you afford it?
It's exactly the point. I mean, I did get that one Superman, but I told you guys like last week, right? I got it because it reminded me of like Ultraman and Kamen Rider and those things. But that Red Sun, seeing the Superman with the the different logo, just did look kind of cool. for a second.
Hey guys, Shabby's here. What's up, dude? What's up, Shabby?
Yep.
Oh, Shabby says he got himself a Jar Jar. Me
Oh,
so
nice.
happy for you, Shabby.
Yeah, I still got to open my Jar Jar. Just there's
Dude,
so
Jar
many
Jar
great
is
videos
awesome.
of them out there.
Mine's
Yeah.
still
Jar-
on pre-order.
I love Jar Jar, man. He scales well. He's tall. He has that massive shield accessory. And then I love his like ball throwing accessory here. He's right here.
Oh, is it the Boomba?
Yeah, he's got the Boomba.
The Boomba.
Misa, don't drop the Boomba. All right, there he is. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Where is he? Where's the camera? Look how awesome that is. I mean, the shield is just as big as he is, and it's this really neat translucent sheen. And then he stands really well, and he scales larger than the other figures, and I thought it was a pretty cool head sculpt too. I love this Jar Jar.
I love the way the head and the neck work together. So he's got like a lot of different poses he can do just with that.
Yeah, so you see you got the neck articulates and the head articulates with it, like Vern was just saying. So you can move him around quite a bit. Eat that. He said rather be dead in the core. It's my bad Jar Jar impression.
Vern,
I know that you do it really well.
Yeah, we want a Darth Jar Jar custom, please.
Yeah, can you
I'd
do
have
a
to find
Darth Jar
another
Jar,
one.
please?
Oh, you know what? They're going to re-release him right on the card back, so he shouldn't be like $40 or whatever he was.
You know,
but I'm just trying to think, like, how would that work?
So the card back that they did the retro card backs that are coming out from Phantom Menace, I totally agree with you, because I went to buy it and I saw it was $30, but then it doesn't have the accessories in it. So you're basically paying extra premium for less accessories just to get the card back. Yeah. So, but sometimes when Hasbro does that, I'm grateful, because I'm like, cool. I'm not getting that. You know what I mean? It's nice when they do stuff like that.
Because it's like,
makes the decision easier.
I'll just get another one of these with all the accessories.
So Nicole says that's a cool Jar Jar figure. Totally agree. Do you have that figure, Nicole?
Yeah.
Any other comments?
I'll get that figure on clearance if you don't soon, I'm sure.
So Blue Harvest said he got Jar Jar yesterday.
I know what he's talking about, because he's recollecting the Phantom Menace figures.
The little ones.
Yeah,
right?
it's a figure I've never seen. Yeah, he has the 3.75 5
That's right.
Jar Jar with like a fish or something. I never actually knew that was in existence.
Yeah, there's quite a few. You can get Captain Tarples as well. That original line was pretty good. I've got quite a few of those. They're good figures. And the mall card backs are just iconic. And they're dirt cheap to pick up now. So, yeah, you can get them really cheap.
All right, so should we
just
move on to another subject?
I was going to say, just a reminder, the three options for the live unboxing are MCU Taskmaster, Shatter Star, and the Invincible Iron Man with sword.
Beautiful. And that's going to be at the end of the show, guys. So stay tuned. If you want to see some quick figures at the end or the middle, it doesn't matter. It's up to you guys. We're still episode 7.
Have you ever opened
everything?
Opened a figure, took it into the box, tried to put it in one pose, and it just broke?
Yes, that's happened once.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst.
That happened with the Marvel Legends White Tiger figure. She had like just a single pin elbow joint, and it was real tight, and we just tried to move it, and it popped right out of the box.
Yeah,
that was a very upset Lily, who you guys met earlier. That was many moons ago, and she was not happy. Because that white tiger, if you guys remember, used to be on the Spider-Man cartoon that was on the Disney Channel. So she really liked that character on that show.
I have the Juggernaut.
Shatter Star, Jonathan.
Can't keep his arm in.
No, I agree with Jonathan. That Shatter Star, that's a shocker.
I'm surprised nobody said you should put that Shatter Star back in the closet.
Look, man, I'm trying. Look how cool that figure is. So cool, man. Anytime you could dual wield swords like that. It's a keeper. All right, guys. So you guys want to talk about WandaVision?
In 14
Yeah,
seconds.
let me throw the banner up for us.
Oh, we got a banner.
Yep.
All right, where's your notebook? Where's your whiteboard?
So yeah,
we-
we're gonna
is this
be
mo-
light on
oh.
spoilers. It's mostly speculation, but if you haven't
Do you
seen
need
today's
their,
episode,
like,
you might want to hop off and come back. In what, 5 minutes probably?
did you
7.
did you create a PowerPoint to share?
I do.
Yes.
I have a PowerPoint. No. So I do have some notes. Again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of notes. There was a lot going on in this episode. So, but what I thought we'd do is I just have a broad theory, and I wanted to throw it out to you guys. So the first part of the theory is Agatha is using the Power Stone, which is purple. That's what's giving her, that's enhancing her capabilities on the show right now. But I think, here's my overarching theory, is I think that she made a deal with Mephisto for whatever reason. We don't know yet, right? So she made this deal with Mephisto, and I don't know what Agatha's getting out of it, but Mephisto gets access into our realm, right? So these hexes are basically just another parallel universe. So as soon as you walk through it, you're in a pocket universe, right? So now there's that doorway into Agatha's realm, which is outside of the town, because you notice the aspect ratio changes when she went down that tunnel. So anyways, she makes a deal with Mephisto. Then she gets something out of it. Mephisto gets access to this new pocket realm, and then that'll allow him to gain access to our realm. And then Agatha makes a deal with Wanda to then bring. And then what Agatha does is she's using that spell book to bring back Vision, but Wanda can't leave the town. So Agatha's mind controlling all the people in the town, and whereas Wanda's in control of the reality inside of the town. And then the other thing too is, I don't know if you guys saw the Screen Crush recap, but one of the cool things was in the original Doctor Strange movie, there's an empty slot where a book was that was missing in that movie. So this could actually tie into that original Doctor Strange and be the book. But so with that book, my thought is she using the book to drain power from Wanda, or is she using the book to create this to mind control everyone, or is she using that book to bring Vision back to life? So there's a lot of ways this can go, but again, the gist I think is she made a deal with Mephisto, and then she made a deal then with Wanda, and so Wanda has a deal with Mephisto by proxy, and then I think Mephisto will come into play, and then I do think Doctor Strange will show up, but I don't think that's the surprise cameo. To me, if Doctor Strange doesn't show up at this point, I think it'd be weird. You know what I mean? It just that's not going to be a surprise. I think that's expected. So what the game will play now is prove me right, prove me wrong. What do you guys in chat think? And then what do the three of you guys think? Do you like that overarching theory, or do you guys think something else is going on?
So do you think Hayward is going to be a part of maybe a secret invasion potential thing, where while everybody was gone, somehow they were infiltrated by the Kree, and that they're setting that up, and that's why he was trying to weaponize Vision, and that somehow is there something even bigger? I mean, are we talking about Mephisto? Are we talking about Immortus, right? So is he really controlling everything, because doesn't he have like time travel abilities? So
Yes.
Is he able to go back and get the stones that are needed, or you know, what's that? Because wasn't that like one of the storylines in West Coast Avengers, I think, right? Where he was kind of like, and all revolving around Scarlet Witch taking Vision's body because they were trying to weaponize it. So the more that storyline comes out, it makes me wonder, is it really Mephisto, or is it Immortus?
That's interesting. Yeah, well, I think it's something, right? It's him. It could be Nightmare, right? I think it's something like that. But something wants access into our realm, and they're using Wanda to create a pocket universe, right? So if you think of the multiverse theory, it's like anything that's alternate, right? There's so many different options. So a TV universe like Wanda created is would technically be a pocket universe like that. So with Hayward, I still think Hayward is building Sentinels. I think he's using Vision to build Sentinels, and then that it's going to tie then into the introduction of the X-Men.
And the X-Men, and then like is Agatha really creating the world because maybe the Scarlet Witch couldn't handle Vision's actual second death, and that's why she created this environment for her, because she's trying to like keep her powers down or something.
Well, if you guys remember that, so the commercial here, right? There was a commercial about antidepressant medication for this one, and so what's interesting is it's called Nexus. And if you guys read the comics, and if you remember too from I think Thor 2: The Dark World, they talk about the nexus of reality, right, and the tree of Yggdrasil. So I think, and then Wanda is also referred to as being like a nexus being in every multiverse. She's like the same version of herself. So there's something to do with that. But really what this episode showed us is the ultimate theme of the show is like, live your truth, right? Don't Wanda's creating her own reality because reality is too painful to deal with. And then what Monica's trying to do is help her to wake up and just, it's better to deal with your pain than to run from it. And it goes back to what Monica said either 1 or 2 episodes ago to Hayward. She goes, if she started this, then she's the solution, right? If she's the cause, she's all Scarlet Witch is also the solution. So I do think that the Scarlet Witch is controlling the reality in it, but I'm guessing that book is powering the hex, and then Wanda's in control of expanding it. And I do think Agatha wanted her to expand the hex because now that pocket reality just grew, right? And maybe then the power grows that allows whoever's coming through to pass through at that point.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So, and then something that's interesting too, just going back to Hayward, is they keep referring to as Operation Cataract. So cataract is when the lens of your eye basically calcifies and clouds over, limiting the ability for light to pass through, right? And for your vision. So with vision, right? So it limits, it's clouding your vision. So Vision's lost his memory. So Operation Cataract, you know what I mean? So it's all layered and condensed in there, but.
So did he lose his memory because Wanda then made him lose his memory, or did they wipe it?
But Wanda's memory was wiped too. So my thought is maybe it's kind of like, okay, so remember the scene in the Matrix where what's his name? Joey Pants is like, put me back in the Matrix. I wanna be a rock star. I want to, whatever it was, right? He's like, I want to be an actor. I want to have a good life, blah, blah, blah. So maybe that's kind of what Wanda said is, put me in this Matrix. I don't want to know about anything that happened. I just want to be in this pocket reality that makes me happy. So to me, I think it's almost like that. And then what made me also think about how there's another realm being connected to the town is, so you saw all the tree roots in Agatha's basement, and then the tree roots had glowing purple in them when they were in Wanda's basement. So again, I think she's using the Power Stone, and there's some kind of pocket tunnel from Wanda's basement to hers. But then when they were in Agatha's realm there, that was completely like outside of our current realm. So I think maybe there's something about that being a nexus point or something along the tree of Yggdrasil. Because there's also, if you watch Screen Crush, one of the things they also hint at is the Norns being involved in this. So I think that could be pretty interesting too.
Yeah, I like it.
Ooh, Red Ranger Chris said the Time Variance Authority in the Loki series oversees the Nexus. That's actually really interesting. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying the show every single week. It's way over my head, but I'm really enjoying it. And this is the best episode yet.
Mark is agreeing that Hayward's a scree, right? He's saying he's a scree. So I think there's a lot of people. I mean, everybody's probably narrowing it down to the same.
Well, Hayward hates superheroes and, didn't like Captain Marvel. So, yeah, I mean, there's something to it.
The one thing I did like the most about this episode, I will tell you, is remember last week we were talking about, we saw Photon's origin story. And then when Darcy went through the wall, all I was thinking was, well, if that's what it's taken, then is she going to come out with some sort of super abilities? But to me, this week, we saw her origin story, and it was the third trip through, which fired up her powers.
Yeah, that was
And
How
awesome
so-
as
cool!
well.
How
was
cool
awesome.
is
Yeah.
that to see her punch through that wall like that,
Yeah.
and then do
Yeah,
the
so-
superhero landing? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So to me,
That
I thought that
was
was really
epic.
cool that they didn't just glaze over it and like later say, "Oh, it was because you went through the wall." They actually you got to see it. So I really appreciated that.
And the other cool thing is Monica's sword outfit is a light mimic of her photon costume in the comics. Same colors and scheme, where you have the kind of comes down at an angle to her chest, and there's a circle badge there. That's where her photon symbol would be. I thought that was a pretty neat touch.
It'll be really interesting if she goes to the wall again and it changes
Mm-hmm.
into her outfit, right?
Mm-hmm. I love the confrontation between her and Wanda. I thought that was really cool because I think deep down that's why Wanda didn't just throttle her and throw her out again, because she knows she's there to help, and she was just getting to her. And I thought that was really interesting how Agatha came over and grabbed her, and then Wanda was chill until she realized her kids were gone, which was a real neat foreshadowing with the missing children on the milk
Right.
carton. Because that was something
Sure.
so for guys our age, like that was something we grew up with in the 80s, where all your milk cartons had missing kids on it. It was kind of a messed up thing if you really think about it. But
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen that in how many years. But that was interesting if you grew up in the 80s, that every milk carton had missing kids on it.
I love Marvel School with Mr. Dude. It's the best school
Yeah,
ever.
Marvel.
It's the best school.
You guys are fun. Trying to think
let's,
anything else here. Oh, I did want to ask. So I had a question for everyone in chat as well as you guys. Who do you think is coming? I think that they're structuring this that there's going to be a Luke Skywalker type moment. Unless and then one other thing after this. So who do you guys think is coming?
Well, I hope it's Magneto, but I don't think it's going to be. I thought there was going to be a reveal in this episode.
Mhm.
So the engineer turned out to be a bit of a nothing.
Yeah. I think that was a misdirection. I think that's a total misdirection. Like because both reveals were underwhelming. We knew it was so obvious that Agnes was Agatha, because like they kept the devil's in the details. She kept breaking character. And whenever anyone else broke character, like they were in pain, like tortured, right? When she broke character, she's like, just want me to start from the top. It was very casual. So to me, it was clear that she knew what was going on, and we didn't know if she was friend or foe at that point, right? And again, I still don't think I think it's a misdirect. I don't think she's going to be a foe, because that was to me, it's like she's like a boss, like a mini boss, right? It was just too small of a reveal. I think it was a purposeful, underwhelming reveal to then set us up for what's to come.
So do you think when they say it's going to be a Luke Skywalker type event, because we think of, oh, it's a Luke Skywalker event and Luke Skywalker is just one person,
right?
But the Scarlet Witch was part of the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
So could it be that multiple Avengers show up to help?
Totally, dude.
Right?
I think it's wide open, don't you? But it made me feel like it was someone we haven't seen in the MCU. I mean, right? If you think about the West Coast Avengers, it was Iron Man, but it wasn't really Iron Man. It was Jim Rhodes was wearing the Iron Man costume when he went to go be in the West Coast Avengers. So easily War Machine, right? Could be one of them. You get maybe the Ant-Man or the Wasp showing up right in the end. And then they sort of form the West Coast Avengers. Who knows? Well, Wiccan and Speed are going to be part of the Young Avengers with Katie Bishop, Hawkeye, Squirrel Girl, and Miss Marvel.
So I mean, like, I'm trying to like say, oh, is it just one person, or is it the idea of when Luke showed up, it was pretty spectacular, and then if you compare the two, right, that story was about like one person, but the Avengers was about multiple people.
Yeah, it will probably be Doctor Strange, won't it? Or
but that can't be the big reveal, though. Like, to me, that's really cool. But like, that's not going to blow anyone away if he shows up, because it's so expected. Because they've said this movie leads into the multiverse, right? So if it leads right into that, he has to show up in it.
Well, unless he shows up with other Avengers, like even Spider-Man, or shows up with the Falcon, and then maybe Nick Fury comes back. Who knows?
Yeah, I saw a picture a couple weeks ago floating around, and I don't know if that's the big reveal or not. And I know dude a couple weeks ago told me not to say nothing, but
yeah, no,
I don't even know if it's a
I don't want to be
spoiler.
surprised.
Yeah, but I think that's what it is. I can tell you guys, in a direct message another time, but I think I know what it is, and I think that might be, I think it is actually. It is going to be that. I'm almost positive. Now that I think about it, nobody would expect it.
So Jonathan says, I'd love it to be Wolverine or Magneto, but I have a feeling it'll just be Doctor Strange or Loki. Dude, Loki would be cool. Again, that's not Luke Skywalker level, but Loki would be really cool if he showed up.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the comments here. Any other theories, guys, in the comments? Let us know.
What happened?
No, doesn't look like nobody else has a theory.
And I guess that's what's cool about it, is it could go so many ways. But I think if they're going to blow our minds, it's going to have to be a Reed, like the MCU Reed Richards or the MCU Victor Von Doom before he's Doctor Doom. I can hear everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you, Vern.
So, looks like
Vern's resetting. Salacious, you're there? Still there?
Yeah, he's moving.
He's just having an internet blip. He'll come back.
All right. Well, that was fun, guys. I'm excited for next week. I'm really excited to learn, where they are in her basement. I'm excited to learn, what level Agatha is playing in all this. Is she really the true architect, or is she, like my theory is doing this by proxy for some other entity, whether it's Mephisto or Nightmare? Again, she keeps referring to her husband, and then we saw, the cicada or the moth. I'm not an entomologist, so I'm not sure which one that was. So there's there's a lot of layers there. So I think we're going to see a big bad introduced, and then potentially have a new hero introduced to the MCU. And then Photon's just awesome, man. I'm excited to see where at some point she's going to fully level up and power up in this episode. Now I'm interested to see if she's fighting Wanda, fighting with for Wanda. And then, the last thing is, who the bleep is Pietro? Is he Mephisto, right?
Or Nightmare, probably Nightmare.
Yeah.
The other thing, dude, is they there's only 2 episodes left, and they're nowhere near the total number of hours they said the series was going to be for. So there's speculation. I know Grace Randolph was saying that maybe the final 2 episodes are like an hour and a half long episodes, or maybe it's one normal episode and then the final episode is like movie length, or
no way, that'd be awesome.
I don't know. That's what she was saying on her channel yesterday, I think. So I hope so.
And by the way, that was our first post-credit scene in WandaVision too, and I thought that was really cool with Pietro saying, "What do you say? Snooper's going to snoop." So, but I want to know what happens there. Did he try to attack a Photon? Did they fight? Or is he really Pietro from the X-Men universe? But since he's in the bubble, he's mind washed. He's under Agatha's control. So maybe that is the Pietro from the X-Men universe, right? And Agatha's just controlling him. So who knows, man? They've done a great job giving us breadcrumbs and then throwing us off. And how focused were we on that engineer thing? And it was just like it was and I Googled that character because I was like, oh, maybe that's like a deep, because sometimes they'll have like a deep cut, right? Like just something you'd really have to be a super aficionado to know. And I looked, and that character is completely made up for this episode.
It looks like Vern's coming in again. Maybe we should move on, you think? Because not too many people are chatting anymore. And
let's move it.
All right. So next up, let's what have you guys watched this week? So
I completed The Expanse. I completed The Expanse, the whole thing. Done.
Oh my god. Was that like 3 seasons?
I just smashed the whole thing. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, but when you binge watch a show like that, do you get the same feeling after you finish? There's like a big empty hole left in your life. It's like, what am I going to do now? There's no more Expanse.
So what do you think of the ending?
Oh, it's amazing. I just can't wait for the next series. So, yeah, I've just thought the whole series, the whole show was absolutely nuts. But they are filming a new season, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
last season they're filming it. Yeah, I love the ending with Amos, and he's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we're family now, right?"
Yeah, he's cool. He's a cool dude.
Dude, again, man, I think I said this last week, but he has arguably one of my favorite character arcs that I've ever seen on a TV show. It's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. And he gets together with that girl that's got the crazy modification that's
Yep.
It's like, a cat-like modification. But yeah, brilliant series. Can't wait for the new season. But I just need a new series. There's a void now. What should I start watching? Vern, you were talking about the M. Night Shyamalan series. That may be the one. I don't know. But if anyone's got any suggestions, what's the next? What is the next binge-worthy show?
I don't know. How about you guys in chat? You guys have any recommendations?
It's still in the Expanse every weekend.
All right, so I'll say what I watched. So I watched the Planet Hulk cartoon on Netflix. Have you guys ever seen that?
No. Is it good?
No. It's like an hour and a half, and it's just about Planet Hulk. So it's him getting thrown off Earth by the Avengers and onto Sakaar, and then it's actually, I think, a really, really honest interpretation of the comic book run, and it's fantastic to watch. It's very different than Ragnarok version of it. But if you like, any type of Hulk story, or even if you like the Ragnarok story, if you wanted to see one that's a little bit more true to the Marvel comics, where it is 100% centered on Hulk, I highly recommend watching it. It's a really, really good watch. And then we also watched One Crazy Summer, 80s movie with John Cusack and Demi Moore. So that's a great throwback movie. I highly recommend if you want to watch an old 80s movie. It's a really good one.
So how about you, Vern? What did you watch this week?
I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties right now. Hold on.
So nothing.
I'm not really nothing, honestly. It's been a pretty busy week, so I haven't really I tried to watch a couple of movies on HBO Max, and it just seemed like nothing coming out. I mean, that one, the little things that I was talking about like last week or whatever, or the week before, I barely made it through that one. Some of the newer ones that they have on there, like I wasn't too into, and I'm this close to like paying for that Snowpiercer season 2 just so I can watch it. But I want to wait until
I did that with Walking
available.
Dead. I ended up buying a couple seasons of Walking Dead.
And then AMC just announced you can watch all of season 10 without logging in on their app right now for the regular one. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll catch up on that. But nope, not watching anything.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a long time. Ever since, I think that one guy with the baseball bat like smashed everybody's. That was
Negan.
Pretty brutal, man. Yeah, Negan, that was him. And I watched the season when they were in the camp on that, but that's about as far as it went. But this week I watched E.T. again. When's the last time you guys watched E.T.?
Great movie.
Yeah.
I think we watched it within the last year or two. Yeah.
Yeah, it's epic. And she's 6 years old, and her friend stayed the night last night, and she had her little friend. She's like, you got to watch this. And then I explained it to my daughter, like how Elliot, felt the same thing that E.T. was doing, like when E.T. was drinking the beer, and Elliot would get all dizzy in the class, and she explained it to her little 6-year-old friend, and it just melted my heart. It's kind of like the dog that the dude's going through right now, but absolutely epic stuff. And then of course I'm still watching Spider-Man, but there's a 2019 version. Have you guys seen that one? It's really good. It's called the Ultimate Spider-Man. But
no,
it's really good, man. There's Miles Morales in it. You gotta watch it. There's a few seasons, and it's aimed at like little kids, it seems, but the effects and the animation is just spot on. Spider-Man. So far I'm really enjoying that. But that's been about it for me. How about our little monkey lizard buddy? What have you been watching this week?
Oh, just the Expanse that I said earlier. That's literally all we've killed it. Watched the whole thing, and I haven't watched anything else. So That's what I mean. I need. Do you know The Walking Dead? Do you think that's a binge worthy? That's a big one, isn't it? I've seen episodes, but
100%.
I've never.
Yeah.
That's is it 10 series or something? It's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, the first season, I tried to watch it once and then it bored me, and then like a year later, I watched it again, and finally, it was just epic. So I would highly recommend watching The Walking Dead.
Okay, might do that.
Hey,
Is
I'm gonna
it
go
a big
reset my
bigger
router.
time?
Well, in a couple
Any-
comments, so some people shared what they've been watching.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Jonathan
Bates Motel.
Redmond
Anybody seen Bates Motel?
have
Yeah,
not.
Bates
No.
was great, man.
You've seen
That
Psycho,
Bates was
right?
great.
A friend at work recommended it to
Yeah.
me. You have seen it, Vern?
I've seen Psycho, but not.
I have. I think it's fantastic.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
Freddie Highmore's in it,
I can watch that.
and it's really good. Hey, I'm gonna try
I
to
love the
reset
Psychos.
my router and see if that works. Okay.
All right, Vern. See you in a little bit.
So Red Ranger Chris said he finished Bates Motel. Jonathan Redmond says The Expanse is a great show. Salacious and I completely agree with you. Jonathan Redmond's says BattleBots is all I watched this week. That's awesome. Red Ranger Chris is behind on The Walking Dead. Guys, I'll admit something. I've only seen maybe 5 minutes of The Walking Dead total, but I can't watch zombie shows. Like, I have no problem with like anything. I just can't, like, they stress me out to no end. So I'll fully admit that I'm a 43-year-old man and I can't watch anything with zombies. And then that's it so far in the comments.
All right.
Let's move it on then. Let's move it on.
Recommended is what have you been playing this week, guys? For video games, what are you playing right now?
Well, I'm just about
right here.
Go
on. Absolutely nothing. So we'll go ahead and let you go.
Well, I'm just about to start Game of Thrones. Have you played the Telltale series?
Yeah.
So that's I literally had it all lined up to start the other night, and it was the first time that my stream died. I don't know why. So I've had got the old air duster out today, and I've been cleaning the PlayStation. It may be time for an upgrade, I think. But But I'll start streaming Game of Thrones, the Telltale series, tomorrow. So that looks quite interesting. Finish Batman: The Enemy Within. I don't know if you played that. Amazing game. Absolutely brilliant.
No, like I was saying, you should play The Walking Dead. If you enjoyed those Telltale games, The Walking Dead one is brilliant. Because it follows like this little girl, and she goes, it's a different story than the shows and them. They haven't made a movie, but it's brilliant, man. I know you'll love it, and people would love to watch it in your stream.
Yeah, no, that's definitely on the list. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So Gary Moore is recommending. Oh,
yeah.
Good minds think alike.
Yeah,
I've never heard of White Gold. I've never heard of White Gold. Gary, tell us what that one's about. And then I Am Greg says he's playing Assassin's Creed franchise. So I've been playing that quite a bit too, but I've taken a break the last few weeks and got back into Ghost of Tsushima. So every now and then you guys probably see a midnight post. The game is so visually stunning. I always try to take 1 or 2 pictures and just share them on Twitter.
Yeah,
it is such a beautiful game, man. It's beautiful. Like, especially, and it goes through different areas where it's like winter and fall and spring and summer. And the fall areas are fantastic. What's up, AJ? Thanks for coming, man. And Greg watched, he says Greg's playing Dragon Ball Z.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome stuff.
I don't know.
All right, so we're going to go with Vern, have you been playing anything this week?
No.
No.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's move on. We're going to go to opening action figure.
Sorry about that.
And we've got the dude. Let us know in the comments one last time if you guys are still around. Which one? Open?
I'm pregnant with figures. Which one shall we open? So again, Shatter Star, Invincible Iron Man, or MCU Taskmaster? Let me know in the comments which one you guys would want to see. Sean, what were your 3 again?
I'm just going to go with the Wasp because
so
nice
many
people said they want to see the Wasp. So
Man, this is a tough. All three of these figures are great figures. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you guys which one you'd like to see.
I've started opening mine now.
Yeah. Yep. So who's going?
Hey guys,
first?
and again, are we going to mute, or are we going to? Does everybody in
We
chat
got
want to
two
hear that
taskies.
plastic crack?
I think they want the plastic, don't they? That seemed to be the overwhelming.
Yeah.
Should we open them simultaneously?
Yeah.
And
Let's
No,
do
one
it,
at a time.
because we gotta. Maybe we keep our
See
show
who
under
wins.
2 hours this time for people.
Anyways, just a reminder, I'm gonna open this Darth Knightless
Ooh, I got.
that I've been waiting to open.
Looking in the comments, I've got several votes for Taskmaster. Thank you. Thank you, John. Super Awesome Geek Show. Got one vote for Shatter Star.
Oh yeah, Jonathan Redmond. I used to play Phantasy Star Online all the time, man. What a great game on the Dreamcast, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's
So,
a brilliant game.
I was there. Yeah.
They did announce a new Star Wars game, Star Wars Hunters, but they didn't say
Yep,
what
they
platform
sure
it's
did.
on. It looked like a mobile game.
Oh, it's Switch. It's going to be on the Switch.
Oh, is it Switch? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was.
Oh, yeah,
from the
of course. Because it was.
Nintendo,
It was the Direct, wasn't it? Yeah, of course. So I don't know what that's going to be about, but.
Ooh, John.
Okay, so
John's.
dude, you got yours open?
Hey, Sean. John's saying he wanted to see Danny Moonstar. So maybe you bring that one back next week, because that was my vote too, man.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see Danny Moonstar.
Well, yeah, she got a lot of accessories, man. So, all right, great post, Vern. Says John. All right, so why is Vern laughing so much? Why is Vern? Let's see what. We can't hear you, Vern. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
you're loud.
Yes, we can.
You're loud, though.
Oh.
You're loud. Very loud.
Loudly? All right. How about now?
Yeah.
Same loud?
Probably same, but it's okay.
All right, sorry.
Jonathan
You're all
Redmond
good.
says Star Wars Hunters is Switch and mobile only and is made by Zynga, so expect lots of microtransactions.
Oh,
So this poster is from a company called Mondo, and they're out of Texas. They do prints and stuff like that. So this is actually a print. I also have a Guardians of the Galaxy LP. It's a record that they did, and it's a screen printed cover. It's actually really, really kind of cool. But a lot of my posters that I get from these guys. They're like, they either do timed releases or they do like limited numbers. So I think out of this one, there were only 300 made, and that's like 271. So it's kind of cool.
dude, this Wasp is wicked, man.
All right, so
Oh, I would have loved to have done a video on this. I would have been excited and shocked.
Yeah, the MCU Wasp is really cool. Really, really cool figure.
So,
all right, Sean, you want to go first?
Who got yours open? Yeah, I'll
right.
go ahead. Let me pop myself on the solo layout here. All right, guys. These wings, first of all, are pretty off the hook. Look at that. That is sweet. Loving that. And
those expand
we have
too.
the
Hey,
amazing...
Sean, those open and close too, so you know.
Did they? Oh,
yeah, you can expand them.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That's
it looks
incredible.
really cool.
And of course, the face mold looks really good. Looks great, don't it?
It really
like
looks
the
like
actress.
Evangeline Lilly. Yeah, it looks just like her.
We got to build a figure piece. I'm not sure whose head that is. So
I can't see. It's so dark.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know if that's too dark. Yeah. Let me get Wasp out of here. Here she is. She's got a cool head on there. Let me see if I can hit this light. Oh yeah. But she looks great. You can actually see her eyes in there. It's absolutely epic, man. But that's pretty cool.
So Sean, you gonna pose her with helmet or the face sculpt?
I don't know yet. Let me pop that off and check.
That's one of those cool Legends figures where they give you a worthy head and a helmet and a face sculpt. So it gives you some posing options for sure.
Oh, actually, it does look really cool with just the head. So I think I will probably use the head. That's beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah, and her. I love the way her suit looks, man. You have such really cool detail in the gold. You have all that like techno detail into it.
Mm-hmm. And she articulated. Look at the knee, man. That's actually really good. How far she kicks. But yeah, that's dynamite. You can't beat that. But I'll carry on with my figure. Who's up next here? Oh, we got Gambit down here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to situate him though. Hold on a minute. Let's move this up. Yeah, awesome. Do you know Gambit? What's his name? Remy, isn't it? Remy Lemieux.
Remy LeBeau.
Oh, LeBeau. Such a cool design. Look at that. Awesome. But I need a stand because I can't get him to stand up. But that's awesome. I can't do a New Orleans accent as I try.
Isn't he cool, man? That duster is epic. Like that brown duster with that like dark pink, and then you have that awesome bright blue and black pants. His face sculpt is really cool too.
I could never see Channing Tatum doing.
Not at all.
I never understood
Not
that.
At all. I totally agree with you. And they have to have Gambit in the MCU because they had him in the X-Men universe in I think that one Wolverine movie, and that was a throwaway. And I totally agree. Channing Tatum, I do not see him as Gambit at all. You got to do Gambit. You got to have Gambit and Rogue in the MCU and do them justice because neither of them were done justice in the X-Men universe at all.
The only thing this figure is missing is a deck of cards. I suppose these are the cards, aren't they? I suppose.
And he has that other effect that's just the card that's kind of like smoking in his psionic energy or whatever.
Oh yeah,
that one's cool too.
Sweet. So there you go.
Oh, I don't think we can hear Vern again.
Yeah, I hear you talking, Vern. I see you talking, but I can't hear you.
I keep my thing on mute. I was saying you could use that spear with the Mandalorian if you really wanted to, even though it's got the ridges in it. Yeah,
that's a good idea. Actually, there's some legend spears that don't have ridges. Dude, that's a great idea.
Yeah, so
that is an awesome idea.
Darth Knightless. I turned my light on because I had watched some reviews where people were talking about whether or not this was a copy from the Darth Maul figure.
Yeah.
And so all of this soft plastic here is new, right? Like even the cowl and everything is new, and this is new. But if you really lift that up and look at the legs and you compare it to like Darth Maul and even down to like the details on the boot, I was just looking at it off camera. Let me see if I can show you. Like they are the same legs underneath that the Darth Maul has, and even this chest is the same. It's exactly the same. I counted like the ridges over and everything like that. The only thing that's different is the upper arm and the lower. Well, not even the lower arm might even be the same, right? With like the glove and the lower arm, but the upper arm is different. So yeah, this figure is mostly a Darth Maul.
Yeah, it's definitely odd. Still great to have though.
But it is a nice figure. It's great to have. I really do like the face on that. I mean, that just looks really, really cool.
Yeah, dude. He's so cool.
Right. Yeah, so
and I like his lightsaber too. I like his lightsaber. I think it's pretty neat.
Hopefully we'll get a Malgus and a Malak.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
Yes.
A crate would be good as well.
I'll take it. All right, so we'll let the people decide. Are we
these up in front of the camera?
All right, we let the people decide. It is Taskmaster. All right, pull him out. So Mcu Taskmaster. Oh wow, what a cool figure! Accessories out. So I'll leave the hands in there, but I'm gonna get the bow, the sword, and the shield. But Oh my, wow, dude! I didn't even notice that. Dude, check out the hand accessories. So you remember in the trailer where they show her with like the claws like that, like kind of like the Black Panther claws. So those are in there as accessories. That's so cool. And then she has two other hands that are grip hand, or he, again, I'm assuming it's Rachel Weisz, has two other hands that are grip hands. And then check out that figure, man. I love the coloration on it, the orange and the blue, and it's a dark blue background. And then really good flexibility on it. It has it's got one pin here, but the other pin is covered up by the gauntlet on the side. So the gauntlet is a silver, shoulder pads are silver. Wow, look at how far that shoulder comes out too. And then you have, that's actually interesting. So you have a cut and a swivel here, but it is really hidden. So check that out. So you see the cut, but you know how a lot of times on the figures you could totally see where it is, but you cannot see where that is on the suit at all. That's pretty cool. And then you have a double pin knee joint on this figure as well. Yeah, it kicks all the way back. So this one's going to be a lot of fun to pose.
It is epic.
Very cool. And then, you know, I like the color coding. So you have this really cool bow, comes with an arrow as well. And then you have the Taskmaster sword and shield. Oh, dude, that's even cool, man. When you see that mask in there, like you have look at the mask, and then the goggles have like a neat sheen to them that's reflective.
Yeah.
Awesome figure.
Yeah, the only thing I wish is if he had a cape, because you see where like that collar piece goes blank on the back. That's the only downfall in the
right there.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks like it was intended to be, because you have this like this turtleneck piece right there, and it looks like it totally could come down and have a cape.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Sean.
Mm-hmm. And I know
that was fun. I've had this forever.
Case. Yeah, 2 per case that one was packed, and it's still a hard to find figure. Kind of odd.
Yeah, I honestly, this is one of the better figures I've seen in a long time. So when I was talking earlier about Nova and how I didn't like how it was just like a cheap paint app, this is what I'm talking about. The Nova suit should have like detail like sculpted into it like this, and then it should have painted over on there. So especially where like the Nova power medallions are on the chest. So you see how there's just, this isn't, you know, they didn't go cheap here and just make just paint on the torso, right? So the whole outfit and armor is sculpted in and detailed, and I really think they should have done that on the Nova as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Stands right up. Yeah, look at that. Very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
All right. So if you're still watching, you're in chat. If you could have one figure that we did a live unboxing tonight, which figure would you have?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we should start doing like your videos too, and have a question, you know, at the beginning of every video.
Should we all adopt the same thing? Adopt the question.
All right,
of the
so
day.
what's the top figure tonight? All right, Spider Sam. He's been a viewer of my channel here for a very long time. Very cool guy. He says 100% Taskmaster. We've got John from Super Awesome Geek Show.
Cool.
Check out his channel if you haven't. He says Gambit. And it says, so I'm going to just lay Wasp to the ground. So we're already out of the equation.
Wasp is a
good head
great
sculpt on it,
figure, though. Wasp is
really
a
good
great
head sculpt.
MCU figure, man. It really is. Spider Sam said he wanted to make a stop motion of Spider-Man versus Taskmaster. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Really quick here.
I did this.
I wanted to do something new. Oh, carry on here. Hold on.
Ooh.
So I had done this with one of the Inferno squads to try to like match the character, whatever from the game, right? The lieutenant or whatever she is. But I was looking at the head sculpt on the Wasp, and I'm thinking that one could have worked just as well as this one.
Oh yeah.
Iden Versio. Iden Versio.
Yeah.
That's not a bad effort though, to be honest, man. That was pretty good.
No, not at all. Excellent. All right. I wanted to do something different this week, and we're going to go with Creator of the Week. Maybe at the end of the show, at least on my channel, we can give a shout out to somebody that, you know, doesn't get a lot of views on their channel, but they're a great creator. Or maybe we watch their content, and maybe people can, you know, go and subscribe to them. So who should we give a shout out to? What do you guys think? We should probably, once a week, we can do something different. I guess John's been in chat this entire time. Super Awesome Geek Show. he gets a lot of views. He's already got over 1,000 subs. But we can mention his channel. He reviews everything. He's an awesome guy. In fact, both these guys, I should actually mention the people on my channel too. So there's a Dude's Nerdery. Feel free to check out his channel. We've got OakhurstStudios underneath me. Check out his channel. And who else? We've got
Chavy's here. Mark Shabby Geeks here. So, we got AJ Dreg7. All good channels. Blue Harvest, Mark Blue Harvest, he's here too. Yeah, definitely check out his channel too.
Yeah.
I've never checked out. It's the first time I've met Spider Sam today, so that's a good introduction. I'll definitely go and check out.
Cool.
Nice to meet you, Spider Sam.
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Barack the Beast was in here earlier. Has a good YouTube channel. Who else is in here? Mostly all of us already know everybody that was in here, but we're going to do this every single week. We're going to rotate channels. So subscribe to all of us or follow us up on Twitter. And we're also on Spotify and Apple iTunes. And anything else you guys want to talk about?
What videos are you guys working on this weekend?
I've just got to edit my hand ninja, which this guy is so awesome, man. I've just got to edit that video.
It is a great figure.
Because I just wanted to pose him, so it's kind of a messy video. But I'll have that hopefully by tomorrow morning.
Awesome.
I got the Wolverine Hulk 2-pack that I'm finishing editing together, trying to figure out if I'm going to do some more stop motion to add on to what I've already done for it. But nice. I got a review of these two. It's mostly about the Hulk. I got to be honest. It's about like 30 seconds.
That's all right, man. That Hulk figure is awesome. I totally missed out on that 2-pack. Salacious, what are you working on?
I've got a couple of long form videos coming out tomorrow. So
what are they?
Just wait and see. Just wait and see.
Oh, I like that.
A couple of interesting ones. I've been pumping out the videos recently, and I'm catching up on my editing. So a couple of nice ones hopefully coming out. Will amuse people tomorrow. So
very cool. So I'm taking a break from filming this weekend. I'm just being a little creatively burned out after the last few weeks. Like, you and I, we were talking earlier just about the mysteries of the Twitter or the YouTube algorithm. And, you have a series of videos that do well, and you have a series of videos that don't. So I think I'm going to take a break and reassess what kind of video I'm doing. And again, I'm always trying to be unique and creative, but I think I rebuilt my Empire Strikes Back display behind me, and I added 5 figures to it. So I filmed it, but I'll probably edit that this weekend, and then maybe do a new video next weekend for sure.
AJ says he's too scared to make
some crazy videos for sure. Yeah, it's hard, man. But once you get over it, and you can just do that. Like if you watch the first video on my channel, I'm actually on my blanket, and I have the camera backwards, and it's all messed up. I got 1,000 views today, which is crazy. But yeah, you have to start somewhere. So.
Yeah, I really like watching Stiltman stand in front of you, and I'm just wondering if you've had the camera placement purposefully so he would look gigantic.
Yeah,
that was well done. Yeah, it does. It looks like he's real big standing there.
That's cool.
So I was kind of hoping you would open your Danny Moonstar. I actually had this figure already. This is actually what I did with mine. I swapped the head. And
I like that. That's awesome version of Magic. That's so cool.
That is amazing.
And then if you saw my Rey video, I don't have the Force Awakens Rey because this is her arm. And that way I didn't have to do the wrap. I just painted it, and it looks kind of like it's metallic, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I did with the body on that one.
Seen that? Did you do a video on that? Or
I did.
I saw the story.
I did. It was a while ago.
I saw the video.
But so I saw your Danny Moonstar. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this figure out just in case. But that's it.
So Dreg7 says, I don't make videos. I'm too scared. I That's all right, man. If you ever want to do it, go for it. It's fun it's just a fun way to enhance how you play with and enjoy your toys, and then you get to share it with other people. And
Exactly.
to me, that's the best part of it. So if you want to have that experience of just, instead of just being by yourself, being like, oh, this is so cool, you're basically just doing that with your friends, and they're telling you how much they're enjoying it back. And it definitely enhances collecting for me. And I think the rest of the guys on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
This thing is so cool. This
We'll
Taskmaster
watch your videos,
awesome.
AJ. Yeah, it is. All right.
I want to see some videos of your figures riding around on that new dog on the back.
Yeah, I want to ride. I want to ride too. I want to get on that dog.
I'm keeping these away from that dog, because that dog
racing.
anything in her mouth right now. So I do not want my collection eaten and pooped out.
Bit of dog racing would be funny. Go
it's
dog
gonna
racing.
Be hard.
It is, dude. Last night, she was up from like 1:45 till almost 5 in the morning. Just wouldn't, and then finally went back and then slept till like 9:45. So, but it's like having a baby. You have to watch them at all times, and if you're not watching them, they have to be in their playpen or crate, and then we're taking her outside every hour and a half to 3 hours, ballparks, just to not. And she did well today. We've had no accidents today, knock on wood. So, but
so
you know, when you get a puppy,
feeding her like once a day or 3 times a day, or leaving food
we're
out?
feeding her We're feeding her 3 times a day right now. She also has a ringworm, which like 80-90% of puppies have. So we have her on medicine for that. And then she wasn't the food that the breeder had her on. We could tell she didn't like it, so we switched food. And since we switched food, she's been eating a lot more too, which is good. So, but it's fun, man. She's a sweet dog, and we're having a lot of fun. And it's brought like a cool touch of life to the house, having a puppy. I mean, there's just something about a puppy, right? And I've never had one.
Well,
before.
You can hear your daughter's joy a minute ago.
Yeah,
you know, it's pretty epic.
Yep, and the cat's getting used to her. We have a Siberian cat, so he's getting used to her. And she as soon as she saw him, she ran up to him and she was like, "I love you. You're my new friend, and I love you." And was trying to snuggle up and play with him. And he just stood there, and his eyes got really big, and he looked at me, and he's like, "What is this?" And then he just calmly walked away. He's like, I'll check you out later. I'm not ready for this just yet. So. But he keeps coming around and checking her out, and he's a real chilled out cat, very extroverted. So I think it'll, within a week or two, they'll be snuggling up together for sure.
Monkey lizards don't have ringworms, Mark.
That is a good advantage to being a monkey lizard.
Don't have them.
Yeah, if I had to guess on this question here, out of the 4 of you, who has the biggest action figure collection, my guess would be Vern.
Yeah, probably Vern. That'd be my guess. I don't know. Salacious has a big sprawling collection, though.
And he's got stuff in storage, so that's real questionable. I mean,
actually, what might be a good question for us to talk about next time is: do you guys track your action figures?
Sort of, yeah. I've got an app, but it's way out of date. But yeah, that would be good to know the extent of all the lines that everyone collects. The difference.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good.
We can do a biggest figure, smallest figure, oldest figure, newest figure. Yeah.
Oh, like those silly TikToks. They go, "Show me your greatest."
I knew I saw that somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to talk about this poster. So I was talking about this Guardians of the Galaxy album, and it's a screen print. I think the artwork's really, really good on it. Right? It's so when I got it, it wasn't just the cover art, but they did this thing with the vinyl where it was like this purple vinyl.
Love it.
So this is
really
cool. The first movie's soundtrack is actually on there, and then they sent you these playbill type things. So they were artwork done by the artist. Well, I can't remember his name now. Tyler Stout. And on the back are the track lists for the albums. So,
sweet.
Oh, that's so cool.
So if you check them out, like every once in a while, they'll have different stuff, and some of the stuff is actually really cool, and some of it's just like pass. But I really did like the album, so I thought it was worthwhile to pick up on vinyl.
Oh, for sure. Salacious would be scratching the hell out of that thing, though.
I can imagine.
Don't let him get hold of it.
So I got the shield and the sword on Taskmaster.
Oh, nice.
Dude, this thing is awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
Look at that. Butterfly shoulder joints too. I'm so appreciative. And then even though she's got this, or he, whatever it is, has nice shoulder armor. Just look how high that comes up. And the shield isn't overwhelming. It's kind of it's like a smaller shield, which I like. Looks really cool together. I love unboxing figures with you guys because these have been figure's been sitting for probably 10 months. And it's so much more fun just getting to open it with you guys and share it. It's such a cool figure.
That's awesome figure.
Yeah,
and it's making me more excited for the Black Widow film. What's the girl that's playing her sister?
Yelena Belova is the character's name. I don't know who the is. Oh, who's the actress's name? But the character is Yelena Belova.
Oh,
yeah,
Florence
right there.
Florence.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she'll probably be the new Black Widow. That was the rumor. She'll take over for Natasha as the new Black Widow.
I can't wait to see
Which will be cool.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see that movie. WandaVision's been great just to give us some MCU, but I'm really excited for that Black Widow movie.
Yes, want to see the two of them fight.
Yeah, that Back to the Future album is actually really kind of cool too. The artwork on the box or the packaging. Did I show you? I showed you guys these puzzles that I had gotten from them, right? Like when they first everybody was first locked down, they started releasing a whole bunch of puzzles, and there was like a Captain America, like the first Avenger poster. It's super cool, 1,000-piece puzzle. There's a Dungeons and Dragons one, GI Joe, the Cobra. They're pretty cool puzzles. If you like puzzles.
I like puzzles. Dungeons and Dragons sounds good.
It's based on that original 1980s basic artwork set, so it looks like that. Yeah, that
classic.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, pretty cool. Blue Harvest says he just put in a bid for Wasp.
Yeah,
nice.
Good job, Sean.
We'll never one for the lady shelf.
That's a good dude. That's an MVP. That's an MVP figure for that shelf. She's up in contention for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's an awesome looking face sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
Looks
and
really
the
good.
body mold. Don't sleep on the body mold either, man. That's a high level body mold. It's really cool. And then the wings are neat in the back too.
I am not sleeping on that body. In fact, it should be the opposite, shouldn't it? She's a fitty for sure.
Awesome. Well, I'm guessing we'll see Shatter Star again next week.
Yeah.
And 2 other options for the live unboxing.
One day, you're going to run out of figures, and that'll be the one you have to open.
Someday. No, I've got boxer shorts Deadpool I'll get to before this.
Yes.
But in fairness, I only have boxer shorts Deadpool and Lady Deadpool for the Sauron bath. So they're still sitting in box. Someday I will build a figure.
Hey, just so you know, like
I ordered the new Deadpool. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, can hear you. Yep. Actually, that's the best you sound.
I ordered the new Deadpool. So.
Which? I did not order that one.
Yeah, I got that one coming. That'll be my first and probably only Deadpool, but I'm excited for him.
Yeah, honestly, the only reason I bought the Deadpool from that wave is just because I wanted a complete Sauron, and it was cheaper to buy those figures because I got them on sale for like $7 and $10. I think I got them off Big Bad Toy Store last year. They had a sale, so for me that was cheaper than just buying the figure that came with or the Build-A-Figure part that came with those figures.
Yeah.
And if anybody is had ordered that Silver Surfer and they're still waiting for it because the storms like slowed down the shipping or whatever, I just contacted Walgreens yesterday and they refunded me the shipping.
Well,
because I haven't received it. Yeah, because I haven't received it yet, and apparently their shipping's like second day FedEx. So I think it didn't actually end up leaving their warehouse, so it's still sitting in their warehouse. So they just gave me the $6 back.
But that's, dude, I'd rather have it sitting in their warehouse and get a refund than it just getting lost. And then you're out of luck to get that figure. So if anything, I mean, you got to wait for it. But if anything, man, that's the better end of that deal, I think.
Yeah.
John Market Blue Harvest got the vintage 12-inch Leia figure. My 15-year-old daughter has that up in her room. But the buns are still intact. I saw yours; the hair was out a little bit, but my daughter's buns are still intact. I'll get a picture of it and I'll put it on Twitter for you. That's a beautiful Leia figure, though. That 12-inch.
Did you get
I didn't get it yet. I just contacted them yesterday. They said that they think it's still in the warehouse. They think it was impacted, but they went ahead and refunded the shipping cost.
Yeah, so that's where you got your refund from?
Yeah. So hopefully it's still, it's of course somebody on the computer. So hopefully it's still sitting there. Didn't end up getting into the hands of FedEx yet, because once it gets in their hands, hopefully it'll just get here in the next couple of days. But they said it'll probably be like 3 days before it actually leaves.
Gets out. Yeah. Every experience I've had with Walgreens has been good. I mean, the figures are wrapped very well. Each figure. So I ordered 2 Silver Surfers. I was either going to order $15 in Reese's cups or just a second Silver Surfer to get free shipping. And so I ordered 2 Silver Surfers. Both were individually wrapped in bubble wrap, and then they had extra bubble wrap in the box.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
So, I mean, every time with Walgreens, the figures are packed well, and then mine showed up, 24 hours or 48 hours after I ordered them.
Yeah.
So, I really good experience. For me, out of all the exclusives, GameStop is really good too with how they pack and ship for their exclusives, but I would say Walgreens and GameStop are the 2 best experiences for exclusives.
There you go. That's why I mentioned it.
So, Super Awesome Geek Show says he hopes he eventually finds a Silver Surfer 6-inch.
Yeah.
It's so. My other one's open upstairs, so I really want to keep this one in box. But the other thing that's really cool about this is Thor's hammer. It has I don't know if you could see it with the lights, but Thor's hammer has the Worthy inscription on it, and not all so I have the Jane Foster Thor, and we have some other Thors, and not all of them have that inscription. So I really do like that touch. But if you read this comic, it's got Cosmic Ghost Rider in it. It highly recommend. Again, I always give the Marvel Unlimited app a plug because I really enjoy it. But highly recommend getting this figure if you can. And then highly recommend the Marvel Legends or the Marvel Unlimited app because you can read that comic line. And then actually, this week I just caught up on the Vader and the Ahsoka comic. Both were outstanding reads. The Vader comic right now, where I'm reading it, he's what's her name? Esme was Padme's handmaiden. So he is hunting for who killed Padme because he hasn't come to grips that he killed her. And so he finds her and thinks Padme is somehow still alive, and then realizes it's Esme, and then Vader and Esme team up to find Padme's killer. And I won't ruin it from there, but stuff hits the fan, and it is an awesome arc for Anakin and Vader for sure.
Yeah, I want to read anything I can get my hands on with that whole Vader and Anakin and Padme after death deal is so awesome.
The Vader comics are so good. Like I can read them over and over again. And then the Afra ones too. I highly recommend the Dr. Afra stuff. She's become one of my favorite. She definitely is like shades of gray, right? Sometimes she's good, sometimes she's bad, but she's always out for herself. It's really neat because she deals, the stuff she finds is like a lot of lore and mystical stuff within the Star Wars universe, which I find really cool. But I can't say enough about those Vader comics, man. Think about that. He's hunting for who killed Padme with Padme's handmaiden. I mean, it's such a neat arc. It's pretty dark too, actually.
Yeah, that guy, the same guy that wrote the Vader comics is the guy that wrote that High Republic, which is why I'd love to actually read that book, but I'd have to wear glasses the whole time, and I'm not used to wearing glasses. So I think I'm going to try the audio book, but I don't know if it's going to be the same impact as the regular. So I think I'll try the audio book, though.
Yeah. So Spider Sam says, do you really like keeping figures in the boxes? So for myself, I'm like half and half. Half the time I'll keep them in boxes, half the time I'll open them. Sometimes like I'll do the Walgreens where I get 2 of each for the free shipping, like I did with Silver Surfer. But to me, I wanted this one in box, but I also wanted to open it, so that's why I have 2. But I know, what do you guys think, or where are you at with keeping in box versus opening?
Me personally, just ones I hang up, like this Mando credit collection. Obviously, is absolutely beautiful. I keep those on my wall, and I haven't opened these yet, but I will. But I've got like all the special limited edition Black Widows in box. And then
by the way,
speaking of
keeping things in box, I have the Cara Dune in box as well as the credit collection, but the regular Cara Dune was up to $200 on eBay.
Yeah,
it's going crazy.
It's absolutely crazy.
So I'm glad I kept her in box. It was a good investment.
I keep all my new figures in box, but I've got a lot of older figures that are loose that I bought loose at like toy fairs and car boot sales, like the Clone Wars figure line. I've got an absolute ton of those, and vehicles. They're all loose. Vintage figures loose. He-Man, loads of old lines of toys that are all loose. But anything I buy new, I keep in the box. Taking it out of the box feels wrong to me.
Yeah.
Apart from,
I have a harder time opening the cards in the boxes for sure.
The cards. That's what I meant, really. The Black Series figures, I think once I eventually get my setup sorted out, I think I'll take them out because, you can easily put them back in. But carded figures,
you can do that with Marvel too. But the carded ones, there's only one way to get them out, and that's to rip them off of there.
Yeah.
Actually, what I do, I'll show you guys.
I cut a little tab in the bottom and slide it.
Let me grab one that I've opened. Hang on.
I kept all the credit collection ones in the card back, and I have that one San Diego Comic-Con Boba Fett that I still have in the package because I was able to get 2 of them that day. So I have one open, and I have one still in the package. And
so I
think you saw my picture.
So here's the Kingpin I have opened, and for these cards, I bought 2 of these because I still have one in card. But for these, I cut along each side, so I have 2 vertical slits on the bottom, and then if you open that up, it kind of creates like a little window, and then you could slide the plastic tray out. Yeah. So then you slide the plastic tray out that the figure's in, and then the card is still intact, and then you can slide that back in. So if you wanted to open up the figure and take pictures with it, and then put it back in the card, you could totally put it back in these cards, and then you really wouldn't even be able to tell because the slits are just on the bottom.
Yeah, I did that with the archive collection, but I ended up just keeping them out of the package. But I did try to cut it like that, and it got too messy. And but yours looks super clean.
Yeah, man. Just take. I have it's a box cutter.
Okay.
And I just, again, man, 2 vertical stripes like this, and then 1 going lengthwise across the bottom, and it literally just it creates a little lid, and it slides right out, man. And then you can put them back for if you ever want to restore.
I tried to use scissors. That's probably why it didn't work out so well for me.
I did this. I used to collect the Next Generation Playmates figures. Funnily enough, that you got those out earlier, Vern. And I've still got them all. They're in storage, but I used to literally cut the bubble off the card, and then I regretted doing it, and I sellotaped the bubble back onto the card. I mean, this is years ago in the 90s. So I've still got all those figures, but the bubbles are sellotaped to the cards in a box in one of my in storage. Just wrecked them, really. Like, I kind of regret doing it.
Yeah, I pretty much open everything. There's a few that I have, and then I like I said, I had a picture. I think I posted a picture a while back that I kind of joked about. Like I said, I was an open box collector, and I have a whole bunch of figures like tucked away in like a cabinet, and it's like some of my blue stripe, orange stripe, the original Black Series that I've opened and maybe reboxed or something like that. But those are the ones I got tucked away still in boxes.
So Super Awesome Geek Show says only opens if he gets 2.
Yeah.
It's just so expensive, isn't it, to do that? Especially when you collect so many different lines, which I know John does. I mean, John collects loads of different lines, so having 2 of everything's it's impossible.
It's hard to do, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Unless you're focusing on one line, like, Only One or Bosk, where they're mainly just collecting vintage collection, you can kind of understand it. But if you're collecting a wide variety of stuff, there's just no way you can do it.
Yeah, and vintage collection is so affordable too. $12.90 something a figure, because those battle droids, they're just sweet. I can't wait to open them. But
some figures lend themselves to being open. Like, I'd never leave a Transformer in a box. You just got to get a Transformer out.
Yeah,
there's just no way.
I don't know, dude. I have Gigawatt in that retro box, man. I can't take him out of that. He is so cool in that retro box.
Yeah, I suppose so. I've got. I don't.
What's
I
up,
don't.
Octic Racer?
I don't collect any of the new ones, but I've got quite a few of the G1s. They're all obviously out of box. And the GoBot line, I love GoBots, and I actually have a lot of nostalgia for GoBots because I remember wanting a Transformer and being given a GoBot and being quite disappointed at the time. But then getting into the GoBots. But I love the old GoBot cards, but you just don't find them on card very often. But no, a Transformer or a GoBot, you've got to get it out and transform it. So there's where I go back on my own philosophy a little bit.
All right. Hey, what's up, Optic Racer 21? Thanks for coming and checking us out. He's always in my chats.
Hello,
in
Optic.
My comment section. I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you, Optic. Nice to meet
What's
you.
up, Optic? Nice to meet you, man.
But I think that's about it. You guys got any final words for everybody?
Nope.
Okay.
No, it's just good catching up with everybody, catching up with you guys, and catching up with everyone in chat.
Yep.
What's Dengar rum? What does John mean by that? Is that a bounty hunter rum? Or?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I need a Dengar for my Empire Strikes Back bounty hunter scene for sure. That's my missing bounty hunter. Right now.
Yes, definitely.
I desperately need one, and I looked. They go for like 80 to 100 right now.
Wow.
If I had a Dengar, I'd do like one of these like stop motion shorts, and I'd have the Dengar standing on the street corner with a sign that said something like "We'll work for food," and then like and like Boba Fett and those guys were walking by and they're like, "Hey, come with us and we'll get you lunch." And then the next scene would be like all of them standing up there, like in the Empire Strikes Back. Like they needed another guy to stand in as a bounty hunter.
Oh, John, that is brilliant.
Dude, you got to do that.
I don't have a Dengar, so it's not gonna. Right.
Someday,
so if I find one,
I mean, they're gonna.
Yeah,
archive,
I don't have a Dengar.
They're gonna re-release or archive that. They have to make an archive card of that at some point.
All right.
Optic Racer says, "How are you guys? Beautiful collections you have. Thank you very much. We're good, man. We're having a fun chat tonight."
John's clarified, and I think it's genius that he's saying little Salacious has got a bandage on his head like Dengar.
Oh, there you go.
You're giving
Dengar rum.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
You're giving me ideas there, John.
I sense a short. I sense a short coming on.
Yeah. Could be quite interesting. That's basically little Salacious could do cosplay of Dengar. Oh yeah, I could cosplay him.
I can. If you do you have a Dengar figure, because you could do like a little Step Brothers thing, you know, from the movie.
Call me Dragon, but you have to call me Nighthawk.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Hey, speaking of Step Brothers, Catherine Hahn, in a movie with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly being hysterical, I thought she was the other standout character in that movie. Man, she was hysterical. In fact, I would say almost everything I've ever seen her in, even though she typically plays a supporting role, like she always stands out in every like movie or show I've ever seen her in. I think she's awesome.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up there then, and we'll see everybody next week. All right. All right, hold on. We got one more.
See you guys. Thanks for coming by and
Super
checking
awesome.
out our.
Now I'm worried. Salacious looks for some pizza for you.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza.
Ham and pineapple, please. Ham and pineapple. Order
man.
it. Get it in. Get it in, please.
All right. Have a good weekend, everybody.
All right.
See you, everybody.
Thanks
Bye,
for
everyone.
checking it out.
Bye, everyone.